Hi friends, welcome to my channel.
Terrible pandemic represents a huge challenge right across the world. If we are to generalize massively at the outset of this interview, how do you feel the international community is handling the response?
To generalize, badly. We know that some countries have handled the disease well. Germany springs to mind, South Korea as well. But we know that there's been far too much what I would call denialism, too much head in the sandism, too much hoping for the best, and not enough of the kind of grip and unified action that's important, both in some countries. I'm talking to you from the United States, where the holes in the American safety net have really been shown to be very serious, but also internationally, where there's been so little international leadership. The G20 seems asleep. The group of 7 leading industrialized democracies couldn't come to an agreement on a statement. And so we're facing the crisis, the biggest crisis in 100 years in health terms, with a very weak governmental response where it really matters.
Surely you cannot be surprised that leaders and governments around the world right now have turned inward and are putting all of their priority on protecting their own citizens. That's what they were elected to do. It is what they must do.
That's absolutely right. And of course, local action is absolutely key, the isolation that everyone is trying to practice. But we all know that this is a disease of the connected world. And a return to anything like normality, anything like the kind of global connections that existed before, is not going to be possible without international action that addresses the weakest links in the global chain, as well as takes local action. We cannot have a future for what the Israeli author Yuval Harari calls a network of fortresses. That is no future at all to address the potential of humankind, never mind the challenges for humankind. And so I think that the wise leaders are taking local action, but they're also thinking regionally and globally as well.
But I dare say a lot of people watching this interview will already be saying to themselves and in their heads saying to you, hang on a minute, we don't want to return to that completely open, globalized world. It is that very world which makes the possibility of the spread of pandemics like coronavirus so very easy.
Well, I think that we mustn't return to a world that has gaping inequalities and massive insecurities, but we don't want to live in a world where we can't travel abroad and visit. We don't want to live in a world where trade is so circumscribed that it doesn't address needs. And so I think that we must say that globalization has to be changed, that we need a different kind of globalization that is more equal and more sustainable. But I think that a world of fortresses, national fortresses, would be a dangerous lesson to draw.
Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.